So here we are again, day 2. Today we are concentrating on hamstrings and our psoas, so your hip flexors which run from your lower ribs down the front of the thigh. We're going to start on our backs. Let's come to lie down and place your left foot flat, bring your right knee in towards you. Take your hands behind your right thigh and extend your right leg straight up. And with your hands, pull your leg towards you and at the same time press your tailbone down. Relax through the shoulders. And push your heel towards the ceiling, toes towards the face. If you want something a bit more intense, not that that's important, if you want something stronger, you can always straighten your left leg out. And then bend your right knee, place the foot flat. Slide your left knee in, extend it straight up, hands behind your left thigh, pull your leg towards you, press your thigh back into your hands, press your tailbone down. So you may feel the lower back, that curve of the lower back lifts a little bit away from the floor. Breathe deeply in and out through the nose. Option to straighten your right leg out. If you are, press your thigh down, keep your right leg active. And then bend that left leg. Bring both knees in towards you, hands behind your knees, rock up. And straighten your legs out. So we're going to bring the right knee in, drop it out to the side. Twisting towards the left thigh, take a deep breath in to sit tall. Then as you exhale, fold forwards. There's no need to reach the foot unless you can comfortably reach it without any strain. Sometimes it's quite nice to not use the hands and just use the effort of the body to deepen the posture. So drawing your chest towards your foot, pressing your left thigh down as you pull your toes towards you, but keeping your left heel to the floor. And then inhale to come up. Exhale, release. Stretch your right leg out, bring your left knee in. Take the knee out to the side. Now the heel doesn't have to go all the way to the groin, so if that doesn't feel great for your knee or your knee's up here and it just feels really awkward, you can always take your foot further down your leg. So deep breath in, sit tall. Exhale, turn towards your right thigh, walk your hands forwards and breathe. So always being conscious of your breath, inhaling and exhaling through the nose. Focus on the length in your spine, so avoiding rounding if you can. So if you need to come up even higher, you can. But focus on drawing your chest forwards. You press your right thigh down. Then inhale to come up. Exhale, release, knee in. Okay, we're coming into a lunge. A couple of ways to get there. You can cross your legs, pull your feet in, push forwards onto hands and knees that way. Or swing your legs around to the side and come onto hands and knees this way. Stepping your right foot forwards, maybe shimmy that left knee back a little bit and place your back knee down. Now push into the feet and rise up, hands to your front thigh. We're going to stretch the triceps here as well. So at the moment we're stretching our left psoas, but at the same time lift your right leg, don't lift your right leg up, lift your right arm up, bend the arm at the elbow and then take your left hand to your right elbow and press the elbow down. And press your elbow back into your hand until you can feel a stretch in the tricep, and then maybe twist your left a little bit. This may give you a slightly deeper psoas stretch here. Keep that resistance between your hand and your elbow. And then release. Hands to the mat. Walk that right foot forwards a little bit and then straighten the leg. Now for lots of us it feels quite strong to get our hands to the mat. So one option, make sure you're pressing into the feet. You can always bring your hands to your front thigh and reach your chest forwards from there. Again, if you have blocks under your hands or a book under each hand, could also work here. The important thing is to remember it's not about the depth of the pose, it's just feeling that stretch and working with it. If you want something slightly deeper, draw your right heel back towards you and draw your chest forwards. Lower belly stays engaged. Don't engage it too much, it's just quite subtle. And then from here, before we do the other side, we're going to transition into frog pose. Now, frog is great for your inner thighs, your adductor muscles. So if they're tight, imagine when you're doing squats, if your adductor muscles are tight, it's going to bring your knees in. So this is a good stretch for your inner thighs. So take your knees wide, feet turned out if that feels okay for the ankles, and shift your hips back until you can feel a stretch in the inner thighs. You might feel that all the way into the groin. And you can either stay on hands or come down onto forearms. Gently pull the front ribs in. Keep your head in line with the spine. See if you have a tendency to just drop your head, then just bring the back of your head up in line with your spine. Two more deep breaths. And if you get into pose and you feel you want to hold it for longer, you can always just pause the video and then come back. And then walk your hands back. Just gently push into the hands, bring your knees a bit closer. And then we're going to take a lunge on the left side. So spin around to face the back of your mat. Step your left foot forwards. Lean forwards until you've got a stretch in your right psoas. Press into the feet, rise up. Then reach your left arm up, bend the elbow, press it down with your right hand. Press your elbow and your hand together, inhale. And then exhale, twist to the right. So enjoying that hip and tricep stretch. And then return to center. Hands to the mat, tuck the back toes under, step forwards. With bent knees, come up halfway, hands on hips. Shift your weight into your heels, rise up to stand. Okay, another hamstring stretch, bit of a chest opener. So take your hands, this is the last one and then we're done. Take your hands behind your back so your fists are touching. Step your left foot back so your heel is down. So pyramid legs. Square your hips-ish. And then press your fists together, press your elbows back, strong through the lower belly, strong through your thighs. Inhale. Then exhale, fold forwards. Just notice you don't have to go too far to feel a stretch in that right hamstring. So don't force the upper body down. Just hold it here. Strong legs, strong lower abdomen. Then press your elbows back again. And then bend the front knee, push down to come up, step forwards and switch legs. Deep breath in. Exhale, fold. Press firmly into the feet. Notice if you're gripping with your toes, maybe lift them, press back down. Press back into that back heel. Elbows back, shoulder blades towards each other. Then bend the front knee, push into the foot to come up. Step forwards and release your arms. Just maybe give your shoulders a little roll out, maybe your wrists a little roll out. And we're going to come down onto our backs. Time for Shavasana. So make your way down. Take your legs out wide. Arms by the side. Deep breath in. Out the mouth. And relax, let go. Take as long as you like here. A couple of minutes if possible. And I look forward to seeing you on day 3.